this thing. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to have you here with us. So welcome to Book Buffet. This is our mostly weekly. And I say that because we won't be on next week because of reasons. It's just the fastest way to do it. I'll explain it more later. But mostly weekly, this is our book talk program. So come on in here and learn about a whole bunch of books about a particular theme. And these are all like books and items that you can get at the Addison Public Library. And if you're not from Addison, from probably your own library, or you can put them on hold and it'll come from a different library. Because we like to share, you know?
Yeah.
Libraries are pretty cool like that. We like to share our resources. So today, we're doing cookbooks.
We are.
We've talked a little bit about cookbooks before with something else.
We mentioned
yes,
some good ones.
Thank you for mentioning that one. Hello, Lauder. It's good to see you here with us.
Swan.
Swan is an amazing way to get books that may not be available in your personal library, like your home library. It's a big consortium called Swan. We are the 101st library to join it, which was really cool. We were Dalmatians. And that means that if, you know, we are able to have the books and items in our library, but also have access to all of theirs too. So we all share everything everywhere.
And what's really cool is when you put a hold, I think the longest I've had to wait is maybe a week for like a very popular item that's like heavily requested, but usually, I don't know, 3 to 5 business days.
It's not long. Last week we did was that last? No, it was Monday. Monday we did a Let's Play with some of like video games that we love. It was between Matt and myself, and one of the video games, it was checked out for us, so I put it on hold like Friday, and it was there on Monday. Like it was a quick turnaround, which was nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're always gonna have that fast of a turnaround, but like,
For the most part.
It's not bad.
Because we are working with 100 other libraries. It's whoever's got it available first.
Love Swan.
Come to you.
Big fan of Swan.
Yeah.
So thanks for mentioning it. Love that. So we are going to be talking about cookbooks today. Reason why is because we felt like it.
Well, we talked about there's not a lot of holidays coming up. It's very cold here.
Yeah, we're like in between holidays at the moment. Like the next one is kind of like St. Patrick's Day-ish.
St. Patrick's Day, March Madness is coming up. Like that's
Hi Yeti Blue, good to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks for dropping in, saying hi.
But yeah, we're kind of in like the doldrums of winter. Yeah. We're all feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of in the middle of it all, and it's like, you know, sometimes you kind of need to make your own little holiday.
Yeah.
You know, just make it something a little bit fun, do a little bit special, and so many holidays have food related to them. And by all of, like, I think all of them in one way or other have something to do with food. So, like, you know, you can kind of make, you know, a moment of specialness with just trying something different. You know, growing your own cooking skills, experimenting is always fun. If you're like one of those where you're like, everything I cook turns into an awful blob of something. The trick that my friends and I did when we were younger and starting to learn how to cook is that cooking is not a failure unless it's burnt and rancid, in which case that is an experience and you learn from your mistakes. But if it doesn't look like the picture, you just rename it. It is now pile. We had green pile and potato pile and delicious pile and sweet pile.
Yeah.
There were many different kinds of pile, but they were all really good. It just didn't necessarily look like it needed to be named something other than pile. But yeah, sometimes to make your own holiday or make your own fun, the easiest way to do it is to get a new cookbook, a new to you cookbook. Yeah. Pick something fun out and make an event out of it. Very true. And it's a good time for us anyway, so hey.
And specifically here, we have a lot of cookbooks. Our collection development coordinator, she's like, that's her thing, is cookbooks. And we all benefit from it.
Yeah.
And
we really do.
And even down to the cataloging, you know, it's not just like, here's all the cookbooks in alphabetical order. No, they are cataloged and put on the shelf based on their main topics. So whether that be a specific ingredient, so, you know, down to like herbs or, you know, cooking with noodles, yogurt, cheese. I'm thinking of like mostly like dairy things, but
surprise.
Yeah. But there's that. Here's all the holiday ones, so specifically about holidays. Regional, we have a huge regional cookbook selection, and that's, you know, from local, American, global, any region you can think of.
Yeah.
We have stuff that's like for a whole country, but even like, so we have, you know, Italy, but we also have Sicily specifically, or Northern Italy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of things.
Which is really cool when you're trying to also like learn about different cultures. You would think like, oh, Italian food, I love Italian food, but different regions have vastly different cuisines. And sometimes you can find books that have like a broad overview, and then you have ones that have like a very specific area, which is really quite neat.
Yeah,
and
we've got.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to be hungry after this too. We've already talked about what we're going to have as a snack later. Once we're done.
We are. I'm already hungry. Just like looking at
like
some
just
of these
looking
covers.
at these. Like that one every time gets me. It's going to be a really tasty one. So you were talking about earlier when we were discussing things. You were talking about like how the cooking section is organized. So like you can. It's like such a great browsing collection to do it.
It's great to just like go through shelf by shelf. Like, yes, of course, you can search on the catalog, like, I need something specific for my diet, whether that be keto, gluten-free, vegan.
They're mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Yes, I'm sure we have several potato cookbooks.
I would not be surprised,
all
honestly.
the different ways to do potatoes.
I know that there's a pesto cookbook. I have seen one. You said that there was a yogurt one.
There's a yogurt one. There is a cheese one for sure. I saw that one.
There's like the baking Bible, like anything where it's like a very specific niche thing. It's there. If
you have a certain chef or cooking show that you like, we definitely have their cookbook. We have, you know, Chrissy Teigen, Martha Stewart, Danny Trejo has a taco one. I'm trying to think of different like cooking shows that there are.
Bunch of folks.
We will talk about.
I mean, let's just go with good looking cooking.
Yeah. So Dolly Parton, this is not her only cookbook.
Definitely not.
There is another one that's specifically about Dollywood, her theme park. So like the food that's in the park. But yeah, this one is her and her sister doing a year of meals.
So it's separated out by each month. And then, so like, you can also have your little holiday ones in here too, because it'll be like shamrock sauerkraut balls and Mother's Day mimosas and, you know, stuff like that. But then it just goes further into like skillet cornbread. Oh, so good, actually.
Yeah, I like this one. That it's just each month they've kind of created a special menu based on like, the most.
Oh, and it's really helpful too, because like on the bottom it has like there's the month that you're on.
Nice. Yeah.
So, and what's funny too, that's how my mom makes cornbread.
Yeah.
We make skillet cornbread. Yeah, let's all right. So we need Irishness. So we're looking for some March.
Is the Valentine's Day, but we can look ahead into March.
Let's see what we can do. We've got our corned beef brisket.
Yeah.
With carrots, cabbages, and potatoes. There's your potatoes.
I think they all have like a starter or an appetizer, a main dish, a side dish,
cast
and maybe
iron
a
cornbread,
dessert.
like sticks.
So
that's really cute. So it's like in a molded dish. So you get like cornbreads, Irish dream cake. Now what I like about this right away is that it's nice and clear. So you have like, there's all the ingredients that you need. It looks like there's very clear steps, but pictures are a big thing for us. You will find some like, cookbooks where it's very wordy, which may be awesome for you. That might be your personal preference.
Well, and I'm thinking of like my mom has a collection of like old church cookbooks, which like literally all the ladies from the church will write a recipe and put it all together. And those are things that like you've probably heard of before. You know, it's casseroles and sauces and things where you're like, I know what this is. I know what it's supposed to look like. I just need a recipe for it. Or I feel like some of this stuff is like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Maybe. Or like, I don't know what I'm picturing. So it is helpful to have that nice,
or it might be like
illustration.
Yeah, no
or
kidding.
A photograph.
And these also are ones where it's like there might be recipes that you are aware of, like fried chicken and gravy. Yeah. But the way that it's prepared is a different region that you might be used to, and you know, might be good to like switch it up. Not when it's biscuits and gravy. My mom's way is the only way. Sorry, you're all wrong. Like it's the Southern way. But you know, like that's kind of like fun to work about with all of this, but oh goodness,
especially when you're trying to make an event, it's helpful to see like how they have it plated.
What is this?
Chicken feed.
Okay, so chicken feed.
So if chicken feed did not have a picture,
I'd be very concerned.
What is that?
What is this? So it is English muffins quartered and split, old English sharp cheese spread, soft and buttered, mayonnaise, chicken, a can of canned chicken.
Basically like a
and then some nature seasonings. So yeah, it's like a
chicken salad,
little chicken salad, cheesy melty
little
thing.
Toasts.
Yeah, that sounds really good actually, good. And like super easy to make. Yeah, that might be for later. Yeah, you mean so
that one's good. I like that one.
Yeah, we like to explore cookbooks a lot when it's kind of like down, and also to see like make sure what's in our collection. But if we ever find like really good ones, we usually like take a picture with our phone or like check it out and take it home and
that
do an
one
experiment.
too, like you're hearing from Dolly and her sister, like this is like a meal that we would have growing up, or like this is something that we would serve during this holiday,
which is awesome.
Yeah, I like the personal touches. So yeah, if that's what you're into, we got a whole bunch of those.
So I found this one, and honestly, I love it already. I might eat. These are copycat dishes.
Also, we have several of these.
We have several of these.
There's like,
this one is new.
There's like some more general copycat. There's like copycat restaurant, copycat, you know, theme parks or other places that like may have like certain specific foods.
So what this one does is it's copycats of different, like, for example, homemade Frosty. And it says, like, inspired by Wendy's. It actually tells you, like, where it comes from. I was looking through here, and you can make Chick-fil-A sauce or Arby's sauce. It explains, like, how to do that. Sliders from White Castle. All of these, like, there's the Arby's sauce. So just
yeah, I like a copycat.
I saw like Chipotle's in here. There's the cilantro rice. When I was flipping through earlier, I saw Cafe Zupas, which I was like, y'all know about Zupas? Yeah. All right, let's go to Zupas. There's also a bunch of restaurants and like places. There's mushroom chicken from Panda Express. You know.
This is a good way to
nothing bundt cakes.
If you're trying not to eat out, but you want to get the flavors.
Yeah.
Or if you do have a specific diet where you're like, I want to eat that, but I need to adjust it.
Y'all, it's the white chocolate raspberry nothing bunts.
There we go. Yeah, you're able to like sub out different things.
Yeah.
So if you're making a cake, but you need it to be gluten-free, there you go.
Yeah. Which their gluten-free is really good. But there's a Carnival Cruise Line one. So there's a ton in here too that like, I don't even know like what that place is. So like that's really fun too. You can like explore. There's a Wizarding World of Harry Potter one. Duke's, Ted's Bakery. Don't know what that is personally, but hey, there you go.
Almond Joys.
You want
just
Almond
candy.
Joys from Almond Joy?
Yeah.
Learn how to do that. And what I like is that big pictures across the board. You got those big pictures.
Ingredient lists,
nice and clear. Yeah. Oh, there's teriyaki chicken. That looks really good. Okay. That's another one that's gonna be
so yeah, if you have
highly
a specific
perused.
craving.
Yeah, or like sometimes they'll change like the recipe.
Yeah.
And you're just like, my safe food, it is gone.
To make it, yeah.
No. This might be a great one to go back to. Or, a place closed down and you can't get it anymore. And it's like, but you can.
Or in the case of like a Wizarding World or a Disney, it's like, I'm not going there anytime soon, but I want to feel like I'm there. Oh, let me make something from there.
Or you're like planning on a trip and you're kind of like really excited. Or you just got back and you're like, I miss it. We have a ton of those cookbooks, and they're really quite fun to just scroll through too, even just to kind of like get an idea and plan for yourself or just dream a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are really fun.
Let's talk about some of the regional ones because that's another good one.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about a place that you have been to, want to go to, a good way to really dive in is cook regionally.
Cook regionally. Now, we live in an area that has a lot of really great food options. This
it's not
one,
hard to get.
Yeah, this one. Gee, you're gonna like this one. Let's make ramen. Yes.
We can get good ramen around here.
We can get really good ramen around here. Ramen House Shinchan is one of my favorite places. And also like Mitsuwa is nearby, and that's like an awesome spot. Tons of great places. But this is another great. Maybe you want to make ramen for yourself, and maybe you want it in graphic novel format.
Illustrated.
How cool is that?
And this one's cool because it's not just a ramen, ramen recipes. It breaks it down to the different components.
Yeah.
Does a little explaining of like, what is ramen?
Yeah. Look at that.
What's the difference between a ramen and just a noodle soup?
Yeah, there's the history of ramen. How are you going to enjoy your ramen? Because it is kind of like, it's something that we eat a little bit differently. You're supposed to slurp it. It's supposed to be noisy and messy and fly everywhere. And yeah, the different kinds of noodles with that. But then different people that have been involved with it, the different kinds of broth. So this is this is both like an informative. I know, doesn't it look fantastic?
It's really cool.
So
even if you have no intention of like using any of the recipes, this was just cool to like read about.
Yeah, and then like here's the thing about making instant ramen cubes and like freeze it, or how to use different things. How to make noodles as well. So it's informative, but it's also like a story in a way, because it's explaining like the history on some things, and just I love these.
And then it gets into like the fancy ramens.
Now the graphic novel cookbooks are fairly rare, but I think we've got like 2 or 3 of these, and just like it looks so good. It's like reading a Ghibli film, because anybody who's watched like a Ghibli like knows that they just like exquisite on their foods. Like
but there you go. If you are feeling some Japanese culture, a ramen cookbook.
Just yum. We were really excited to show you all about that one. There's also different regional ones and cultural ones as well. So I found Latinish. This is one of our newer books as well. And so more than 100 recipes celebrating Latin American cuisines. So I think in this one in particular, this kind of connects up with Alta California, Tex-Mex, Floridian, and other culinary traditions specifically about like Latin American, or American Latino cuisines as they've kind of like shifted. So it's a connection from, the more cultural, traditional foods, but twisted and connected more with like how people do now. Anybody want pineapple granola?
Sounds really good.
I thought you would really like that. That looks great. There's
Dominican spaghetti,
right already. I'm set.
Yeah.
Like, look
So
at
that's
that.
cool
That
because
looks
it's
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
with
some
the-
like really nice. We're
My mouth is
shopping now.
watering.
Oh goodness!
Colored
All right,
greens.
it's not just empanadas; it's colored greens empanadas, and that's good stuff.
Yeah.
There was a while there where I was like trying to get really good at making like empanadas and pasties and stuff, and I need to start doing that again because it's delicious. But just things more like Santa Fe fish tacos.
So is this one organized by the type of food or by the region?
That's a great question. Let's find out.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and stuff.
So then
that's
within
where
each
the
one,
contents goes.
It'll have a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah. So you'll be connected in that way. And it does have like a wonderful introduction explaining like the migration.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, look at that map. That's
Beautiful.
a pretty map. I want that map on a wall. So there's a lot of, oh, that looks good too. What are you? I want that. Like that looks
I'm
like
seeing-
cinnamon rolls, but
yeah.
like something even better. It'll be in here somewhere. But yeah, like breakfast empanadas, breakfast tacos, just lots of guava cream cheese,
Yep, that's
cinnamon
what it was,
rolls.
yeah.
That's what it was. Golly. So I'm gonna be taking this one too. Look at it. Look at that.
I love the mixtures.
Yeah, so this is kind of like great if you want to try something a little bit new, or not new, or because it's like a fun little fusion thing too, or like just kind of experience like different regions as well. Guava cream cheese donuts. Look at those. Look at those. My goodness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so hungry at the end of this. We've talked about that before, but like can't not be. This just looks like a great book altogether. Really excited for this one, honestly. Or I'm
This
just
one-
gonna be excited about all of them. Let's be fair.
Similarly, another fusion.
Yeah.
This one's called Second Generation, Hungarian and Jewish Classics Reimagined for the Modern Table. So yeah, this is Jeremy Solomon. Let's see how it's sorted out. Table of contents. Alright, so yeah, similar. Noshing, bread, biscuits and crackers, soups, mains, companions.
Okay, yeah.
So by the...
Like category.
And we've got...
Oh.
Wow, some great pictures here. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. Brisket.
Yeah, we have to remind ourselves not to get distracted
I
by
know.
this too hard.
Fisherman's stew,
Mm-hmm.
which has another name that I cannot pronounce.
So what I like about this one is it's sort of like someone's personal journey.
Yeah, this is very specific to this chef.
Yeah, so second generation having, had strong influences from their parents' culture, while also being strongly influenced by their newer culture, or like the one that they've grown up in. Oh my goodness. Pancake torts.
Yeah. So each recipe starts off with where the inspiration comes from, and then a little explanation of like, here's how I'm making it. Maybe I've subbed something out to like make it feel a little bit more modern. Yeah.
Yeah, so that pancake tort is piles of pancakes with chocolate rum sauce.
Layered with thinly spread jam, which is the Hungarian influence.
Cool.
Takes a little work, but it's a great assembly line project with family or friends.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So another like here's how I would serve it. Here's when I would pull this recipe out. Yeah, I feel like this one's a little bit more like special events or like we're doing a family dinner.
Fishman
Making
stew is in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're getting
Greek
like a
salad,
bit of a
beets.
combination of both kinds of cultures. And these might be cultures that you might not be aware of or that you could be aware of and that you're familiar with, but just like with an additional twist as well. That's fun. I
Yeah.
really like that one a lot.
I like
And then
it.
you can kind of like feel a bit about like how that chef is like their story as well. Yeah.
I
think
like the
those are
last
cool.
recipe is a swig of cognac.
A swig of cognac. Just a swig.
Just a swig. Sit down, pour yourself a glass, enjoy.
Yeah, it's the ingredient. Yeah, the ingredients are 1 bottle good cognac. I prefer it a little chilled. Your best and prettiest glass, some nuts, fruit, or chocolate. And then, yes, how you do it is sit down, pour yourself a glass, and enjoy. So, that's adorable.
Yeah.
I like that for you. So, that's a cute one to do, too. You know, it's kind of like a step into somebody's life type of a thing.
Yeah.
Should we do this one later? Or
Yeah. Let's do
okay.
that one later.
Yeah, we might end with that one. That
Yeah.
one's fun.
Maybe let's move into, so the other thing, we also have in our children's collection a great selection of cookbooks, and I will say, both in children's and in adult, if you're like, okay, that's all fine and good, but what I really need is, I live by myself and I'm cooking for myself. We have cookbooks for one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cookbook for newlyweds. There's cookbooks for I need to feed a crowd. All stages of life. I have a baby. I have a toddler. So let's see. Let's talk about. I have kids who want to cook.
Yep.
But I would like to not introduce them to the oven yet.
Yeah.
The No Cook Cookbook. So these are heat-free recipes. So these are going to be some just beginner, like, let's talk about peeling. Let's
Right.
talk about knife skills in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And it shows them like how to use a knife and how to cut and like what does slicing, dicing, you know, all those things.
How to use a grater. Yeah, just
Oh,
basic,
that's really nice.
basic tools.
Yeah. So this is designed to teach children,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also it's not like it doesn't dumb it down. You
Yeah.
know, like it's informative and it's instructive. So if you're like, I'm 30 something and I don't know how to use a grater, good news. Like this is a great place to
We
start.
also have books like this upstairs that are
Yes,
like
we do.
literally like how to start, how to do
Yes.
this. But yeah, there's overnight oatmeal, breakfast smoothies,
Mhm.
avocado spread, salads, sandwiches, soups,
Gazpacho.
nice cold soup.
You know, start your kids early on like learning to like gazpacho.
Yeah. Dips. I mean, there are
Oh,
things
and
that like
how to soak olives. And
my
what do
children
those do?
probably wouldn't be into this, but I would have them make it for me. Sometimes kids just want to like practice things, right?
Yeah,
Our
and sometimes
kids-
it's kind of fun to see like how it works,
Making an
because
olive
it's like a
stack.
little bit of like a science experiment too.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of
Fish
these
pate.
are an interesting choice, I can
Zucchini
say.
noodles. Those are fun.
Shrimp summer rolls. You want your shrimp summer rolls? Yeah,
that's a lot of
there's those. I can't have those.
Nope.
They'll kill me.
Those. But yeah, just no heat, just mixing
Oh, that's fun.
and plating things.
So how does that one work? So it's raspberry ripple fudge cake or fridge cake.
Fish cake.
So it's you're making whipped cream. So you do whipped cream and yogurt, and then you kind of like
Raspberries,
that
and
makes the
then-
big thing in the middle
yeah.
of it all.
And the cookies are store-bought cookies.
And then my question was apple donuts.
There's
which is
no
this.
dough in the donuts.
So, but like
They're just apple slices.
those, they look so proper. Yeah, so it's just an apple slice. So they core it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So-
it's
and
just
then
the
cut it.
apple. Also,
And then you decide how to top it and decorate it.
gluten free.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of like really great. Like, look at that. Really cool recipes in here, and they're just done in a very easy way. And I like that there's like a little exclamation mark next to some of the steps where they need to be a little bit more careful about something. Maybe they're doing like a knife skill or
Mhm.
something like that. But you got big pictures, and earlier in there was a lot of like instructions on how to do things. So like that's a great one to go about it. And these are also like they're fairly simple as well. I think when you take out the heating aspect of things,
Mm-hmm.
the completion of the recipe is much faster.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, chopping takes 5 ages, but you know, you get better at that.
Yeah.
So like these are also good for like snack based.
Yes, there are a lot of snack ones
Mhm.
specifically.
Or you could do like a lot of prep work, and if your kiddos are kind of home alone without you, and you know, they want to like make things, you can have all that stuff like prepped out and they can like put it together. Yeah, which is cool.
This one, we have a whole line that's like more science-y, I would say. That's
cool.
like, here's a kitchen experiment, or this one is the DIY cookbook. So it's like, we're gonna make all of this.
We're already where I need to be.
Pickles. We're gonna make pickles.
Which is something that I need to learn how to do.
Mayonnaise.
Ooh.
Like, let's make mayonnaise.
Oh, basil pesto's in here. Everyday staples.
Yeah.
So barbecue sauce. That's a good one. So this goes
I think it's
so
snacks, drinks.
Everyday staples, snacks, sweets. Good combination of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, I got really excited about the pickles. And then like how to make a simple syrup, which you can do that with like everything.
And so again, we have this one we have in our children's collection, but we have similar stuff in the adult collection, which is like, I'm going to break this down into these different steps to make
oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Pop-Tarts.
Basically, fancy Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
So how they would do that. Yeah, so start cooking. So it has all of the ingredients on one side as expected. Lots of encouraging phrases.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a long one because it takes multiple flips of a page.
Yeah, I would say this is for older
kids. Probably. Makes
not
8
doing
Pop-Tarts.
this with your 5-year-olds.
They can frost it. They can frost those suckers. Yeah, not gonna do that. But I like that it also has like a step-by-step of like how to shape the tarts and how to do those, because that's a tricky thing. Fruit leather.
I love it.
Make your own fruit leather. So that's actually really neat. Ricotta cheese, how to make that. I'm not gonna lie.
Butter.
Didn't even know you could make ricotta cheese. I thought it just existed. You know, learn something new. Somebody else makes it, and I thought that person was a cow. Yeah, so make your own butter. I actually know how to do that accidentally because we were making whipped cream.
Oh.
And then we no longer had whipped cream.
Yeah.
We made butter instead. Very, very sweet butter.
Yeah.
But it was butter. Hummus, tomato salsa, which tomato salsa is like one of the easiest things you can make. My goodness.
Yeah, we have taught the teens here how to make salsa.
That is true. That was very fun. Balsamic vinaigrette, ranch dressing. Learn how to make your ranch. Yeah, there's the mayonnaise one. How to make mayo.
So yeah, if you've got a foodie in the making. I remember having cookbooks like this at home growing up, and it felt so grown up to like have your own cookbook.
Yeah.
But it was like stuff you wanted to eat.
Yeah. And it has like more things too, like the magic of emulsification. So like it explains like the scientific aspects of some things. Because the more like cooking shows and things that I watch, the more I'm like, it's just science. They're all mad scientists.
It's just science.
And bakers are like mad wizards, and you know it. Like it's absolute witchcraft that you're doing there, and it's so good. All right, that one we're excited about, honestly.
This one I'm very excited about, and I think I'm going to take it home with me. This is Bluey and Bingo's fancy restaurant cookbook.
Yes.
This one's so cute. If you are familiar with the Bluey world, you'll be like, wow, this is actually great. So every recipe comes like from an episode. So the omelet is Dad's birthday, which means breakfast in bed. Be extra super quick or Dad will get cranky.
Oh no.
Each recipe has the difficulty rating. This is a one fork. Foods you need, extra things you might need.
Oh my goodness.
And then it tells you how to do it. This is gonna be like one where you do need some adult supervision, adult help. But if you've got people in your life who are super into Bluey, Shadowlands cupcakes.
Oh, cute. Which these would be like cute if you like watch the episode and be like, let's go make those things.
Yes.
Or you finish it and then you eat it while watching the episode. Mind you, you're gonna have to eat fast. They're like 7 minutes long.
But yeah, some are like very, very simple Nana's ice blocks, right?
Oh,
which
cute.
are just like popsicles that Nana makes. Or the fairy bread, which is just sliced bread with butter and sprinkles.
Right. That's fun though.
It's fun, yeah. It's like, okay, I know how to do that, but this is fun.
So the downside is that there's not really like real people pictures.
No.
But it's not complicated like that. I'm assuming Pavlova's in there.
Yes.
It would have to be.
Pavlova is in here, and that's the one I wanted to talk about because I think it's very funny. Where is it?
And edamame beans?
Yes.
Or
Pavlova.
Pavlova.
It has foods you need, 1 Pavlova base, 2.5 cups heavy cream, your favorite fruits, mint leaves. Foods you do not need, edamame beans, tomato sauce. So it's some nice little Easter eggs there.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love
but
that.
yeah, Bingo and Bluey love to play restaurant, so
Yes,
of course
they do.
it has
Takeaway spring rolls, pizza night.
But it's
Oh,
not like if you want to make your own
cute.
fancy restaurant.
And this is done with like a type
Yeah,
of, you can
could
use like a dry erase marker on this, and I mean it would stain a little
Create
bit,
your
but
own recipe.
you can reuse that, and that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So this one's like a little fun experience.
So like
you
yeah,
know?
a good novelty cookbook.
And I could say like for you and your kids, or for you. Let's be honest. There's plenty of us adults who absolutely love Bluey to death.
Yeah.
So, you know, that might be a fun one for your favorite Bluey fan. They would get a kick out of it if nothing else.
For real life.
Yeah, for real life. For real life.
But yeah, for some kids that might just be like the start they need to think about like, oh, I can cook foods.
I need to just look through this and just see all of the
Yeah.
like things you'll need. Frying pan, beans optional. like this is stinking cute.
It's very cute.
I like it a lot. Yeah, edamame beans. Or like Bingo can like never say edamame. It's always like edamame or something like that. Those are cute. I want to look at them all day.
The final one I brought from our children's is this recipe road trip.
That's cool.
Cooking your way across the USA, which I think is another cool regional fun one. If you have a trip planned, you're like, let's start like getting excited about our trip to Tennessee.
Yeah.
By making Nashville hot chicken.
Oh, good call. This would also be good too if you're like trying to learn the states.
Yeah. Learn
and
about
like
the states.
Oh, what do we have for pizza?
Chicago, Illinois,
surprise.
Chicago style pizza.
Pizza.
Chicago style hot dog.
Hot dogs. Pizzas and hot dogs.
Yeah, so this is alphabetical by state, maybe?
No,
it's not.
Definitely not. Alaska was, I think it's regional.
Regional.
Northwest,
Northeast,
Northeast, all that stuff.
Okay.
That's cool.
Wisconsin cheese soup.
We need to check. Rachel is from Wisconsin. Rachel is from Kobe, Wisconsin. Rachel is from the land of actual, like the town of cheese.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's cool. If you've got family in other states, this might be a fun thing to do. If you are learning about states, if you're doing a state report because you're in 4th grade and it's time to do your state report.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It might be cool to like try out a recipe.
And I think I saw in there, so it has like recipes by states, but then it also at the end kind of does some like main recipes by like region.
Yeah. So let's see.
So Waldorf salad or
Southeast menu, we're doing creamy coleslaw, corn on the cob, fried chicken, and key lime pie.
I want that creamy coleslaw.
Midwest, cheese soup, broccoli casserole, scalloped potatoes, meatloaf, and cherry pie.
Broccoli casserole 100%. Let's do it.
So yeah,
I'm
this
down.
one I just thought was a lot of fun.
That is a lot of fun. I like that one a lot.
It sorts it out in different ways. Here's all the breakfast. Here's the recipes by level of difficulty.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. I like it. Yeah, and this one also has some decent photos with it. It's not like their main thing though. It's more instructive. So if you're like, I need photos, this might not be the best one for you.
So yeah, these are probably things where you kind of know what, like, you know what a pizza looks like, you know what a hot dog looks like.
It's going to be pretty explanatory, or it's going to be very easy for you to like Google it just to see like what it would look like.
Yeah.
Versus like a more fancy like French dish, and you're just like,
yeah, these dishes have like one main component. You're not like a bunch of things together.
Right.
Still meant for kids.
Still meant for kids. Yeah, it was good. All right, next wound. So these are ones where if you're like having a party, having a themed party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do that one last, I think.
Yeah.
It's just very, very fun. Let's see. I think let's go with this one first. Here is a Catan cookbook. We picked it because, well, we did.
I didn't know we had it, and I saw it and I was like, that food looks good.
It do look good. Like, Catan is a board game, if you're unfamiliar with that. It is a very, some people would say it's very easy, and other people would say it's incredibly complex.
I would say it is easy to learn, but difficult to master.
Yes, and those who have mastered it will tell you that you've lost in the first round.
Yeah.
So, find your playing level, and with the people who are at your playing level, and enjoy. And enjoy.
Maybe have some good food.
And maybe have some good food. So, like, these are a combination of foods that, like, you might be serving when you're having Catan night and you have some people over playing Catan. Or they might be foods inspired by Catan. So, for instance, this is one where it's like, you can serve this 7-layer dip. I just want this all day, every day. It's, like, one of my favorite foods.
Yeah.
It's so good. But also a green garden smoothie. Catan is like about agriculture and like building up a community. So it's like using resources, like getting some bread. We've got, there's some ports in there. So we've got our seafarer's summer salad.
That looks good.
If you say so. I don't like avocados. But, you know, like some really fun things. Lamb bolognese. That looks great. So these are, how is this organized? Because that's really, they have like little tags for all the different like food labels, like gluten-free and stuff. So that's really nice to have. Boop-a-doop. Where is the table of contents? Okay, so it starts off with game night snacks. And there's a good portion of that, so things that you can serve while you're there. Food for the road, because you're building roads in the game. Adventurer's feast, and then hard-won desserts and cheers for victory. And those would be like more the drinks and stuff. So some of it's like thematic. Oh, look at that.
Look at those cookies.
You can make cookies that look like a Catan board. That's cool. That's really cool. And, you know, it's just, like, fun ideas overall. And some of these recipes look really quite great. Whole grain carrot cupcakes, which, does it have cream cheese frosting? It does. So you know it's good. Because that's the best kind of frosting. Fight me. This is a really fun one. And also, like, we like to look through these kind of, like, thematic cookbooks, not to just, like, get ideas and be like, that might be a fun party to host or, like, a fun night to do, but also, like, sometimes they just have some really good-looking foods.
Yeah.
That you normally would have to, like, dive through other kinds of, like, regional books to try and find. But this way, it's just kind of, like, overall. I saw it, forest mushroom risotto.
Of course.
Which I have risotto for lunch today.
Yum.
Yum.
Yeah, so we've got Catan. I'm trying to think of other, like, game-specific ones. I'm pretty sure there's
a lot.
Maybe not a specific, like, Dungeons and Dragons, but I feel like there's
there
something
is one.
similar.
I've seen a Dungeons and Dragons one. We've seen, like, a bunch of different shows. Like, pretty much, like, there's a Bridgerton one.
Yeah, any fandom.
There's a Harry Potter one. There's tons.
There's Star Wars. There's Star Trek.
There's Five Nights at Freddy's.
This one I like because it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Freddy's is a restaurant, so conceivably they serve food there.
Yep.
And so this one has thought about, like, what are the types of food that would maybe be served?
That's fair. So the categories are Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Bonnie's Burgers and Subs, Chica's Chicken Choices, because Chica's a chicken, if you didn't know that, Foxy's Pork Plates, that's funny, the fox, Three Little Pigs, anyway, Glam Rock Freddy's Faves and Classic Dishes, Glam Rock Chica's Breakfast Best, Roxanne Wolf's Sweet Things, and Montgomery Gator's Beverages. So, big combination of that sort of stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's, if you are unfamiliar with it, is a horror video game, kind of based in like an evil Chuck E. Cheese.
Books turned movie.
Turned books, turned movie, turned more video games, turned everything. There's novels, there's graphic novels, there's cookbooks.
Yeah.
And they are quite popular.
They're very popular.
So I like that it's kind of got like a Red Robin feel, you know?
It does.
Like that kind of classic diner, but also like retro glammy kind of thing. Nice, easy instructions to follow, and then there's like fun little tidbits in here too. Like good
I think the
picture
photography
usage.
is great.
Yeah.
The food looks really good. And it's, it's not complicated food. It's food you would get at Chuck E. Cheese.
Right. Salmon patties. Yes, the common Chuck E. Cheese food of salmon patties. Yeah, pizza for sure.
Mac and cheese, fried chicken.
Crispy fried chicken.
Yeah.
Did you say that just because
I
you
could
saw
read.
it? Oh, look at you. I was just like, ooh, good timing on your words. No, you can just read.
Oh, that looks good. Thai patties.
That does look good. So yeah, a bunch of different kinds of things, and then it's got like little Easter eggs of like, watch out for Chica. She can often be found in the kitchen. Generally attacks from the right. Sorry. They all attack at night because that's how the game is designed.
Yep.
Foxy's pulled
that
pork.
Looks real good.
It
yeah,
does look
there are.
good.
If you want a pulled pork recipe, there are tons of pulled pork recipes. There's probably a pulled pork cookbook. But this one's fun. This one's themed.
It is. It's very fun. And then we got our pulled pork burgers. Ooh, those look really good. And if you're a fan of like Five Nights at Freddy's, this would just be fun in general. This would be like a great party one to do, and then like make a bunch of food.
We're watching the movie, we're eating the food. We're playing the games, we're eating the food.
Yeah, have a party with it. Hold out, like have the cookbook hang out, and make the cupcakes. The raspberry and white chocolate Mr. Cupcakes. So you can make those. They look beautifully deranged.
I really love the photography.
Yeah, they do a real fun time of connecting all those things together.
Yeah, I think they did a good job on this one.
And there's like references to like the newest game too, from like the Superstar Daycare, Strawberry Shakes. It's got a good range to it. It's pretty up to date on a bunch of stuff too. So, Sudaronis, slushies.
Yummy.
That looks good. I want that.
Yeah, we've got Five Nights at Freddy's. I know there's a Minecraft cookbook.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to think of other like video game specific ones.
I'm pretty sure there's like a Mario one, or there's like a Nintendo one or something like that.
Yeah.
There's tons of them. It's all like thematic ones because, they know that they're going to be selling some stuff. Not all of them have like nice quality stuff. Like some of them are kind of just like, okay, you're jumping onto the franchise bandwagon.
Yeah.
But some of them actually come out with some pretty decent foods that, are actually worth your time. So,
yeah, I think so.
It makes it fun.
Moving into movies, TV shows, etc. I grabbed the Horror Movie Night Cookbook, which is a lot of fun because it is set up not by like type of food, but by movies. So each movie has something to eat and something to drink, basically. For example, Scream, which is our first one here. First it tells you what the movie is, basic plot, and this is just popcorn, but it's Scream popcorn.
That's fun.
It is movie theater popcorn, and you can either do brown butter lemon, yes, or garlic parm popcorn.
Ooh,
so it's
yum.
like, let's just like.
And I don't like popcorn, but like that's fun.
And then a drink to go with. It's called the Bloody Knife. Each recipe, instead of like serving size, it calls it body count. So body count, 6 servings. Kill level easy. So it like really goes in on the theme. But again, if you were like watching any of these movies, I think there's a Jaws. Of course, there's a Jaws one. Jaws, bloody floaties. It's fried donuts with homemade ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, the drink is the shark bite.
The shark bite. Ooh, haha.
Yeah, I just think these are fun.
They are. And then there's like little trivias or something?
Yes. Well, there's like tips on the food. Oh, for the drinks, it's like a drinking game. Like take a drink every time you hear.
So Painted Black. The Painted Black, actually that looks pretty fun.
It's from Stir of Echoes.
Okay. So it said not only did the film use the Rolling Stones song Painted Black in its trailer, but it also used the song thematically throughout the film. So like you got little trivia bits that are like on the top of the page, which also makes it really fun. So this is like great for any anyone who like really likes their horror films or like their classic horror films.
Yes, you're not thinking of a specific food you want to cook when you get this one. You're more so like, I want to watch a movie and make something semi-related to it.
Yeah, and like it knows itself. It's literally called the horror movie night, like the horror movie night cookbook. Like we were watching horror movies. That's our night.
Food. And they even in the back have it set up if you want to do themed nights. Where is that? Nope.
They have lots of pages in the back for notes, which is actually nice if you like to note up your stuff.
I swear it was here.
I believe
Maybe it was in the front. Maybe I should check the index. Oh, here we go. How I organize horror movie nights. So if we're doing a supernatural night, I'll take the appetizer from Poltergeist, the main course from Stir of Echoes, dessert from The Conjuring.
Oh, cool.
Summer slashers, horror hotels, deadly diseases. So they've got it like split up to
That's
like
neat.
Really like do the party planning.
Yeah, so you can either go like by movie or you could go by theme.
Yeah,
which is cool too.
So yeah, there's of course horror movie night. We have Ted Lasso cookbook.
Well, we do. That's true. Yes, the shortbread cookies are in there.
Oh yeah, of course. Probably
the biscuits.
The first recipe. There's a Netflix cookbook, so it's just like popular Netflix shows and foods inspired from them. Home Alone cookbook. Yeah, we talked about a lot of the fandoms.
A lot of them, yeah. Pretty much, if anything, it's there. There's definitely a Lord of the Rings one. I know there's like a Hobbit one. And it looks decadent.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
But if you're having a party,
yeah,
there's probably a cookbook for it.
Or if you're just like, I need more. This needs to be my identity. It's also an option.
Yeah, I think we've talked about the Wizard of Oz one here, have we?
Oh yeah, we did in a previous video a while ago when we were
like that one.
kind of. I think that was our good covers book,
Maybe.
one, where it was like just good covers that we were just like, let's go look at those.
Yeah.
Or like easy read ones, because cookbooks are fairly easy to read through. There's usually like a story with it, and they're just fun. All right, so our last one, the one that we have been saving, is for a particular, very specific time in your life. When you need sweet, sweet revenge. These are passive-aggressive desserts for your exes and enemies.
This one's really cool.
So killer cakes, cookies, and candies for your exes and your enemies. Some of these are going to be like kill them with kindness, where it's just like it is so sweet and beautiful and delicious and lovely that they're going to regret that they ever crossed you or crossed you off. And some of them are like, and I snuck chili powder in them.
We do have this in our teen collection.
It is so snarky.
It's very snarky.
And like the style of it is just like it's just so fun. You've got like devil food.
You're
cake.
the devil food cake.
You're the devil food cake. That's also the fun thing too. The absolute crumb of the earth. So like
coffee cake.
You've got this thing is just absolutely raining in puns. There are plenty of rainbow sprinkles in the sea, for when you have there's plenty of fish in the sea. So it's kind of like endearing, and I never needed you anyway, and just absolutely hilarious and punny, while also having
super good recipes.
Really good recipes. So here's milk bread rolls, which look amazing, titled "The Two of Us Are Toast." Let's see, there's, please turn over a new leaf. These are rhubarb turnovers. But yeah, there's so many really cool options. They're also all kind of sweet. It also has a really good sections where it's discussing like how to do certain kitchen skills like temper chocolate, and like the different tools that you might need as well are just fun. So 100% totally essential tools of sweet revenge: the blowtorch, fire, the mallet, aka meat tenderizer, the frying pan, cast iron, in my honest opinion, butcher knife, preferably razor sharp, the rolling pin, the heavier the better, and plastic wrap, clearly. So just absolutely I'm in love. There's the level of burn to be delivered. So there's like a level of like how much, like it's a difficulty, but also how good is it going to be, you know? As well as a bunch of different things like that. So this is just a really fun one. Here's how you can, like, different ways that you can melt chocolate from on the stove to the microwave, going nuclear, and how to do that, doing like a double boiler. So yeah, it's got a big combination of a lot of different options, types of different nuts, and how to recognize the different nuts. Because we want our revenge, but we don't want to kill anybody.
I think I made something from here. I'm trying to remember.
Did you?
It was chocolate. It was
Okay.
like chocolatey.
It's a great chocolate one.
I've definitely taken this home before.
Yeah. There's like a hot Cheetos recipe in there that's like you use hot Cheetos to make other things too.
I think I've made this actually. Peanut corn chip candy.
Yeah. Called Fruck Off, which is hilarious.
It's
Overall,
just like salty, nutty.
yeah, it's got like such really good humor to it while also having phenomenal recipes.
Yeah.
It's informative. There was just a thing over there about like different kinds of flours and like what you might want to use over different areas. But yeah, it's kind of like that's for you. You know, it's good humor. You might be in a place in your life where you kind of just need that sort of like burn it all mentality. And this is a great way to do it.
Very much giving like teen sleepover. We're gonna make something fun.
Yeah, like let's share it or don't. You know, like you can share it with the people that you love or don't share it with the people that you're really upset with. And, you know, doing something productive and making something for yourself is a great way to heal. And done in such a snarky, sarcastic, sort of like faux ragey way is also a really good mood as well. So, yeah, we like that one a lot.
We do. We've had this one a long time.
Oh, really long time. So that kind of gives it testament of like its lasting power as well.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. We love that one a lot. So yeah, those are the cooking books.
This is a tiny sample of
very
what we
tiny
have available,
sample.
but hopefully we've given you an idea of like styles and how to search for a cookbook. But yeah, you can just browse the shelves and
like they're heavy too.
They're heavy.
You know, like they're really heavy.
Good. Yeah, cookbooks are things that you may not want to purchase. They can be expensive.
They are expensive.
They're thick, heavy.
Yeah.
They're with the color photographs. They can get very costly.
And you might be like, I only want one recipe, but I don't want to like buy a cookbook that's, you know, $50, $60. Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, good
Or maybe
news,
you want to test run
them.
and then you find yourself really liking it. Okay, maybe this is what
That's
I
true
want to
too.
invest in.
Or like you might be able to, you want to check out a cookbook and see like, I need a cookbook that is going to be really informative, good for reference, like that I can keep going back to again and again, but I need to find the right one for me. Instead of going and ordering a bunch of cookbooks, you can check them out at the library and see which one works for you here, and then you can go and pursue that further.
Yeah. I like to give cookbooks as gifts, so this is a good way to like flip through and see what we've got.
Yeah, that's sweet. I like that.
Out.
Although my nephew is all into baking and things too. So like I kind of check things out here first to see what would work, and then I do the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool little thing. And by little I mean huge. It's a huge section.
It's huge.
And yeah, anything from like I just want to learn how to like what herbs are and like how to kind of use them. We've got books just on that.
Or I got an air fryer for Christmas. What can I make in it?
Yeah.
There's an air fryer book.
They are obsessed with smokers. And you know who you are. You know who they are. They are obsessed. There's no turning, like, if you have a smoker, someone in your vicinity is obsessed with it, and you know that's true. So get them a smoke your cookbook. like, and then, you know, you might have something different than just smoked meat all the time. Maybe.
Maybe you'll have, like, smoked cookies.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I'd like it. But hey, that's a difference. Yeah, so like the cookbook section's really cool for that. It kind of fits everybody's needs. There was someone who I was helping where they were saying that like their son's girlfriend is from a different region of like her family is from a specific region in Italy, but her son's girlfriend is from like a more Mediterranean area, and she's like, I would love to like combine the two of those things, or like I want to find like some foods that she knows that I can know how to cook, and you know, so we were able to find some really good options for her, and that was really cool too. So yeah, air fryer recipes I think are actually kind of tricky because like they're getting more and more common to find them on like bags and stuff, but for a long time you kind of had to guess on like how to cook on an air fryer, so they still kind of feel like magical wizard boxes to me.
They're just tiny ovens.
Yeah, but they like happen so fast.
They're single serving ovens.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like, just hot air.
So an air fryer cookbook.
Yeah,
we have
for a lot
those.
of people, they are very useful. Don't have to preheat a whole oven, and you can make a lot of things in them.
They're pretty grand. We like it. We're a fan. So yeah, come in, check out some cookbooks, and give those a looky-loo. Some of these will not be available immediately because we are checking them out. And we're going to take them for ourselves for a short time and then bring them back because that's how libraries work. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Reminder that we will not be doing a book buffet next week. The reasoning for that is that there is the middle school across the street, which is amazing. We get a ton of middle schoolers after school every day, and it makes our job so fun. Really, genuine. It is our job. Genuinely. We're teen librarians. We like it, actually. But every so often they have a half day, and next Thursday is one of those half days.
It's going to be busy here.
It's going to be busy. It's during the time that we normally stream, and as I have said before, our first and primary, our first focus is what's in our front of our face. And then after that, we go on to Twitch. So, Dewey Decimal fact, all of our cookbooks are under the 641 code, which is true. You can see it on all of these. And then, like, the additional decimals are sort of like the category that they're kind of shelved in to keep all of those, like, collections together. So, like, all of the, like, instructional ones, the sciencey ones, the, like, celebrity chef ones, and the diet ones, and then kind of region ones are all together, too. So you're not, like, wandering lost.
Yes, there is a method.
It's one of the helpful things with the Dewey Decimal System. It's not the most intuitive, but it is helpful. So thank you for bringing that up. That was a really good little factoid. And I got to use that word twice this week, and that makes me happy too. All right, I think we're good to go. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Oh, wait. No, wait.
We will see you sooner
than
that.
We will see you sooner than that.
Because we're doing March Media Madness.
Yes. We will have a stream. So in March, we will have special streams on Tuesdays.
Tuesday
evenings at 5:30 is when those will be, and we will tell you all about it then. It's going to be a lot of fun. But be ready. Show up. There will be voting. And we're excited.
There will be opinions.
There will be opinions, and we will be pundits. Possible costumes.
We'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see what we can find.
So we'll see you next time. Yeah, I think we'll see you next time.
In March.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have lots of opinions, and I expect full force on Itchy's opinions. I am looking forward to it.
All things 2024
All
media.
things 2024 media. Sneak peek into, we're going to be talking a lot about books, and also video games, and also movies, and also music.
All things you can check out.
All things that you can check out and enjoy. Things that came out in 2024. And we are systematically going to be deciding amongst us all which one unequivocally is the best.
The best media.
The best media of them all. The one media to rule them all.
Yes.
So, all right. We'll
Thanks
see
for
you
joining
all.
us.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.